Here again. Today, I'm going to be doing another reaction video again. And this time, I'm reacting to Review Bro, aka the report of the week of a video that he uploaded 3 days ago. And the video I'm going to react to is called How Delicious Is This Floppy Undercooked Little Caesars Pizza? So yeah, I'm going to react to it. So now, without further ado, let's get this video right now.
Hello everyone!
Yoo!
This is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, hello ladies, gentlemen, and everyone watching. Welcome one and all to this newest edition of the Running on Empty Food Review series. I'm your host, the Report of the Week. Thank you for tuning in.
aka Review Bro.
So we are now in that period between Thanksgiving and Christmas, the holiday season, I think, as a lot of people like to think about it as.
And you still have your Halloween
As
decorations
you can see,
up.
I'm already going all in with the Christmas decorations, got them set up just for this review. And boy, let me tell you, what an exciting occasion this is. Little Caesars, and this blew my mind when it happened, they released a new pizza, if you'd believe it. They actually did. And not only that, I always think of innovation when it comes down to Little Caesars. This is no exception. They're one of those places, they're not afraid to just do it. They're not afraid to push the envelope and really just maximize the potential. The potential of what exactly? Just potential. It could be anything, but they maximize it. And this is no exception. Little Caesars has just released their new Crazy Crust Pizza, or some call it the Crazy Bread Stuffed Crust Pizza. And what it is, for the price of around $11, in my case I paid $11.50 for it, you will get a pizza that, at a glance, it's going to look like one of their hot and ready pizzas. Not quite the extra most bestest, but you know, it's your standard hand-tossed pizza. You can get it with a variety of toppings, for the most part. Pepperoni is advertised, which is what I got it as. So at first it's just going to seem like a regular pizza. And as you'll see in a moment, a regular pepperoni pizza in my case. But then you get to the crust, and everything changes. Once you breach the crust, and you take that bite, you should notice that the crust is coated in a buttery sort of glaze, as you would see with their Crazy Bread, with a little bit of a Parmesan seasoning as well. And then it is stuffed with cheese. You have yourself a cheese-stuffed crust, but it has the toppings akin to what you would get on their Crazy Bread. That's insane. And in my case, again, paid $11.50 for it. They packed about 3,100 calories into this pizza, which, you know, it's up to you if that's of any relevance. But nonetheless, stuffed crust pizzas, personally, they are a bit fun to review. And it'll be interesting to see how this one ends up being. So far, the reactions to it have been mixed. I've been seeing a lot of feedback online from folks who have been saying that this stuffed crust pizza is the worst thing that they've ever had from Little Caesars. And in my case, that would be... I think that would be a difficult task, because there are a lot of things from Little Caesars that have been downright awful. But other people have been saying that it's been very good, so it's going to be interesting. Well, anyway, here are the goods. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a stuffed crust pizza with, I guess, a little bit of some garlic Parmesan flair to it. They have a box right here. I guess promoting... a video game. What is this? Little Caesars Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Scan the code to level up. And you could see we have these 3 people chasing after the beast, which is running away.
Cole, he's my miracle child. So how does your miracle...
People chasing after the beast, which is running away with their pizza. You know, I have a feeling if the Little Caesar gets caught, it's not going to end well. That's just my guess. I think there's going to be a lot of regret in the Little Caesar. It looks like Looks like there's going to be a bad time ahead. That's all I could say. You could see they even got the helicopter in there. They're calling in the reinforcements, so it's going to get real bad for Little Caesar. But, you know, look at him. Little Caesar just doesn't care. Says, hey, I don't care what my future is going to be. I got your pizza. What are you going to do about it? Right? That's the Little Caesar life right there. That just embodies it. And they got the barbed wire there too, so he can't escape. It's gonna be a nasty time. But like I said, Little Caesar just doesn't care. And here's the pizza. You see, at a glance, it looks like a regular pizza. Maybe the crust is a tad puffier, but that's where all the magic is. Standard pepperoni pizza. Again, you could get it with other toppings, should you wish. I got it with pepperoni. Little Caesars, though, I know I poke fun at them sometimes, but, you know, they're an economical pizza chain, I'll say that. You could usually get a large pizza at a decent price. All right, let's get a slice. Pick a slice, any slice. What slice is it going to be? Let's go with this one right here. Pizza, it might be a little undercooked. I must say, it was difficult actually getting the slice out because there is no firmness to this whatsoever. I thought to myself, it looks kind of normal, but you know, it does look like it's a little anemic, if you ask me. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. But if you look at the bottom, you know, there's not really any bake to it. And you can see it just kind of flops down like that. Maybe they took it out of the oven a little early. That's my initial impression. We will see. There's the crust, though. You see the big blob of cheese in there. That's what it looks like, though. You know, greasy. I don't know. It does seem a little undercooked, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Anyway, what I'm gonna do now is and it just feels like mushy too. That's the thing. That's what has me a little worried right now. I might have taken this out too early. I don't know. If they did, they did. You know, I've been trying to be positive, but if it's bad, it's bad, and it'll just be what it is. It does not, by the way, come with any dipping sauce. That should be mentioned. So with that, nonetheless, who knows? Might be good. Let's try it out. The Crazy Crust Pizza from Little Caesars. It's going in. What I will do for the sake of time, also, I'll take a couple more bites of the pizza, and then I'll try the crust, since that's obviously what we all really want to know about. Oh, it left me a little gift. That's great. It's excellent. It's definitely undercooked. Yeah, it definitely is. They took it out just a tad too early. I mean, it's not like it's horribly undercooked, but they definitely pulled it out of the oven a little early. I could just tell. It feels like I'm still practically eating the pizza dough here. That's no good. But anyway, I'll have some more thoughts on that in a moment. Now let's just try the crust real quick. I can't say I'm all too impressed with this. I have to be honest. I can't really say I'm all that impressed here. The amount of garlic that I'm noticing on the crust here is absolutely minimal, and that's disappointing. It's like they just slathered the tiniest amount of garlic on the crust, and that's it. And there's really no Parmesan on this whatsoever. Just like they slathered the brush for like a millisecond on it, and that's it. And then the cheese in the crust is still like solid. Best way to describe it. It's just like there's consistency-wise, it's just like a cheese stick, almost not like straight from the refrigerator or anything, but it just I feel like nothing here is cooked to the extent that it should be. That's an issue. Now, I should note, when it comes down to all sorts of items, right, there are all sorts of different levels of when something is overcooked or undercooked, of course. And there are those distinctions between something that's just totally raw versus it's coming down to the last minute or two and it was pulled out of the oven a little early. Right? It doesn't mean that this wasn't cooked at all. Or if, it's undercooked to the point where it's necessarily dangerous or anything. But if it were left in the oven for an extra minute, maybe even 2 minutes.
Meet my boyfriend.
I do apologize.
What's up, everyone?
I do apologize.
What is all over your feet?
They're flowers. I study botany.
Resting dad face back there likes plants too.
Grab some pruners. Let's prune.
In the oven for an extra minute, maybe even 2 minutes, would the quality of this have been substantially higher in some ways? Oh, absolutely. So, the problem that I'm having with this is largely preparation-wise, I suppose in my case. I can make inferences based on what I received as to how things could be improved and how it might be on your end, but in my case. So, pizza-wise, again, it's very similar to, like your hot and ready sort of pizza where it's hand-tossed. You obviously just have the cheese, the pepperoni, and the sauce. I always like the sauce from Little Caesars. It's very robust. It's a thicker sauce. But again, I've always enjoyed their sauce in that just the robust, flavorful nature thereof, it's able to cut through a lot of the greasiness that you notice as well in their pizzas, and it does a very nice job of moderating everything, balancing everything out, and that's why I've always liked their sauce. And this is no exception. The sauce is fine as always. However, based on the fact that even if I don't know if it's necessarily apparent just by looking at it, but I could tell 100% based on how it tastes that it is undercooked slightly. It's too doughy. It's too chewy, and it's to the point not necessarily where it's soft, but to the point where I could almost still taste some of the starchiness of the dough even. As you could obviously see, there's no structure to it. There's no bake to it. There's no crisp whatsoever. I'm not talking, oh, I want it well done or anything. It's just you could see when I held it up, the thing was just flopping around because it was pulled out again of the oven too early. There's no bake, there's no structure. It's so doughy on the inside to the point where, again, it's like the literal dough is still there in some regard. The cheese as well is melted for the most part, but again, it's like, could I still see those individual sorts of pieces of cheese that haven't quite fused together yet because it still isn't fully melted? Yeah, I can. And that makes for an unpleasant eating experience. You know, I'm not one of those people, when I get a pizza, I'm not adamant that, oh, it needs to be burnt to a crisp, oh, make it extra well done or anything. Right? I just want it cooked to an extent that there is that structural firmness to it. And also the fact that I could obviously, sure, there could be softness to it. I just want to make sure that it's not like I'm still eating the practically raw dough or anything. It's a major issue here. And I'm not motivated to take another bite out of this. You know, do I necessarily think I'll get sick from this? Probably not. But is this... It's ruined it. That's to be honest, it has. It's ruined it. It's like, I don't really want to... I don't want to eat this anymore. The crust has the same problem, but it also has another issue. The crust barely has a tiny little bake to it. Inside, right, the melted cheese, it's not all that melted. I understand that on the inside of the crust, it's going to be like a glorified cheese stick no matter what. I understand that. However, in this case, it's still practically just solid. And I wish it could have melted a little bit more as well. And finally, when the whole gimmick here is supposed to be that it's like the crazy bread, it's going to have the garlic drizzle, it's going to have the Parmesan on it. Well, they forgot the Parmesan, and the amount of garlic that they actually slathered on the crust is absolutely minimal. You probably couldn't even really see it. What little there is sort of absorbed into the crust, but it's to the point where it's like, I could barely taste it. Is it there? It is, I would say. But is it anything like I imagine it is advertised as being? No, it's not. They missed a crucial ingredient. The amount of the garlic that's on this is so small, so minuscule, it barely registers. It's undercooked. I can't give this a good review. I cannot. I can't do it. It's $11.50. Yeah, it's Little Caesars. I understand. But it comes down to the simple fact, is this any good? No, it's not. If yours is cooked to precision, if they even left this in the oven for a minute or two longer, at least I wouldn't have the criticisms about the quality of the pizza itself or the lack of meltiness, per se, of the cheese and the crust. I would still be upset about the garlic and the Parmesan. And obviously, if they follow all the instructions and do it all right for you, then I think it'll turn out okay on your end. And we'll probably make for an enjoyable pizza. But in my case, I can't rate what I received good at all. It's undercooked. It doesn't taste good. It's unpleasant. They missed an ingredient, and there's barely any garlic there. I cannot in good faith give this a good rating, therefore out of 10. I have to give this a 4 out of 10. That's all that I could do. Significant improvement is necessary, but hopefully in your case, yours will be better than what I received. That's all that I have for you. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I'm your host, The Report.
I do apologize for that. So yeah, that's the end of the video. And I hope you guys like this reaction. I hope you guys like it. And I hope you guys do like. If you don't, then I don't care. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn those notification bells on. Remember to upload and share my videos, reaction videos, and other videos I do myself to your friends' videos if you want your choice. Because I am making you. So yeah. And don't forget to subscribe to Review Bro, aka the report of the week if you subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, subscribe if you haven't yet. And on the main channel here, we're on the road to 3K subscribers. And on the backup channel, Jeffrey Jordan 2.0, we're on the road to 100 subscribers. And so yeah. And that's the inspiration bell. And I'll see y'all for more banger reactions, more banger content. So y'all see you next time. Keep enjoying signing out. And peace, darlings. And peace out, everyone.